Toby G and JD Show. This is my weekly stock pick of the week, and we talk about a few other things as well. I still maintain the stock market's going to continue to go up. Now, if you look at the various pundits on CNBC and Fox and the emails that you get, you're going to see that everybody's saying there's a crash coming. Well, there's going to be a crash coming, but they're saying get out of stocks now. Look at all the money that you would have lost if you stayed out of the stock market over the last year when all the pundits are telling you to get out of the stock market. I mean, it's totally ridiculous. When you get into a stock, you put in a stop. If it hits the stop, you minimize your loss, or you cut down on how much money you would have made, but it's better than it continues to go down and you're losing a great deal of money. So you just follow the money, and you follow charts. I follow Candlestick Charts. When I buy something, it's the stochastics is starting to turn up, it's the MACD starting to turn up, and the candlesticks are above the 50 and the 200-day moving average, and it's just forming a trend. The trend is your friend, and it always has been that way. Now, you'll continue to hear people, we're going to have a crash, we're going to have a correction. Yeah, of course we're going to have a correction. Are we going to have a crash? Probably. When are we going to have the crash? Tomorrow? Next year? 5 years from now? Who knows? But in the meantime, are you going to be standing on the sidelines while everybody, all the pundits, the people, the 1% are putting their money into the stock market and making all the money while the middle class is held down? You have to join the party. To join the party is to follow the trend, which is up. Stock market will go over 30,000. Last week I said 31,000. I still maintain it will hit 31,000 within the next couple of 3 years. May happen this year. Who knows? But as it continues to inch up, join the party. Make a few dollars. But don't forget, the market's going up because people in Europe and Asia, while their economies are imploding, and you can look this up, they're taking their money, and where are they going to put it? They're putting it into the U.S. stock market, the equities. And they're going to continue to do that. The bond market's starting to implode. Where are they going to put their money? Into U.S. equities. That's what they're doing. Their money the bubble is they keep saying the stock market's a bubble. Well, maybe it is, but there's no other place to put your money except the stock market bubble. The bond market is breaking. If you're in bonds, if your financial advisor gets you in bonds, fire them. Now, I'm not a financial planner. I'm not licensed. I use common sense in what I do. Now, the stocks that I buy, I'm buying them. I'm not telling you to buy them. I'm showing you what I'm doing. If you want to buy the stocks, that's totally up to you. I'll tell you where I put my stops, when I'm raising them, and so forth. Now, last episode, I bought STM. I don't even know what they do. I have no idea till today. I never looked it up. I paid $20.42. The stochastics were starting to go up. The MACD was starting to go up, and the candlesticks were above the 200 and the 50-day moving average. It closed Friday at 23.29. That's approximately a 12% gain in several days. And I raised my stop to 22.75. That's 22.75. So worst case scenario, it hits the stop. I make $2.50, $2.60. I'm happy as a clam at high tide, and here I am making 10, 12% in a week. Now, as this stock goes up, and I think that it will go up a little more, I will raise my stop accordingly. If it goes up 30 or 40 or 50 cents within the next week, every day that it goes up, I'll raise my stop. If it stays the same or if it goes down, I will leave my stop where it is. If it touches my stops, naturally I'll be stopped out, and I'll take that money, and I will proceed to look for other stocks that are setting up. The other stock that I bought was PAYX, PAYX. I believe it's a payroll company, and I paid $64.04. It closed at $65.40 on Friday, and I moved my stop to $64.80. Closed at $65.40. I moved my stop to $64.80. Worst case scenario, I get stopped out at $64.80, which I think it's going to go up. It looks good on Friday. Actually, it looks better than STM. And So basically, I believe that there's some more room for it to run. I will, again, be in a profitable position. If it goes down or stays the same, I'll leave my stop where it is. But the market is going to continue to go up, and for the reasons that I stated. Like I say, will it go down because of North Korea? Something happens with Iran? Whatever. Something's going to happen. There will be corrections along the way. I do not think that we're going to have a crash yet, unless something catastrophic happens somewhere. I believe that it's going to be, it's going to stay where it is. Now, I'm not going to talk about any stocks. I'm not going to give you a stock pick this week. There's nothing in the list that I'm watching that is ready. There's one that's close, that's starting to turn, but I might even come on during the week if I see a really good stock buy. Again, these are my opinions. This is something that I would buy. I am not a professional. That's my disclaimer. I'm not telling you to buy any of these stocks. I'm doing it myself, and I'm telling you why. The other thing that we need to talk about is gold and silver. If you can't touch it, you don't own it. And everybody should have 10, 15% of their money in gold and silver, and not in a safe deposit box. And whoever you buy it from, whether you buy it from somebody on TV or whatever, you should not let them hold it for you. You need to take possession of that gold and silver, and don't tell anybody where you put it, and don't admit that you have it. I may get shut down for saying that eventually. I may have the feds knocking on my door telling you to hide gold and silver. There may be a conversation someday where they want to take your gold and silver. They're not going to take mine. I don't own any. And if you want to believe that, I'll sell you a bridge. Everybody should have gold and silver in their portfolio, and continue to buy it on a monthly basis. If you can't afford gold, keep buying silver. Pay $3, $4 over spot at the most. And you can buy silver ingots right at your local coin store. And if they have 1/10 gold pieces or 1/4 ounce gold pieces, you're going to pay a higher markup on the gold, and you're probably going to pay $50, $60 markup on a 1/10 gold coin or a 1/4 ounce gold coin. But those are better than buying the whole 1 ounce gold coins, because they're easier to carry and they're easier to hide. They're easier to barter with someday if you ever need to do that. So you need to actually, bring it home with you and store it. We're going to talk about other items that you should be holding in case we have a downturn in the economy and something goes wrong with something's going wrong every single day. The world's in trouble. And we're going to talk about that more in future videos. And in the meantime, we have Christmas coming up. And an unusual Christmas gift that we have here is the Tervis tumbler, made right here in Venice, Florida. It's an insulated glass. This has a football, the Bucks logo on it. This logo is inside inside the middle of this cup, because it's all insulated. It takes hot and cold. Tervis is very famous, high quality, and they're very well known in the South. And it's an American-made item, along with this, the ice bucket, which has a cover, and it has the tongs. This is also insulated. This particular one has palm trees on it. You can order these and call us, and the phone number will be, if you click below. Call us. It takes about 10 to 12 days for them to. These are all pre-ordered. They're back-ordered. We have a lot of orders for these. And it takes them, because they'll make it to your sports design. Major League Baseball, NFL, college football, golf, NASCAR. You pick the emblem you want, give it to your loved one, your sports fan in your family. They'll be very happy. And then we also have some stocking stuffers. Actually, they're very unique, and they'll be surprised to have it. These are alligator jerky, Cajun Spikes alligator jerky. This one here is beef and ostrich, USDA made, USDA approved. These are very unusual. You can buy these separate or as a sports package that we have. Just click on the link below. The various items that we have, Christmas cookies, chocolate-covered strawberries, where Valentine's Day is every day. They'll ship fresh to your door. This will be a nice surprise for your loved one. It's even a good Christmas present to give to your girlfriend, boyfriend, your mother, your father. If he likes chocolate, give it to anyone. But click below, and And you'll be surprised at the unique items that we have there. In the meantime, I will see you soon, and if I see any stock picks, I'll be in sooner than next week. Have a good day.